Before the Columbine High School massacre, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold's lives were complex and showed indicators of their escalating anger and alienation. Though these signs were not fully recognized or understood at the time, Eric Harris, born on April the 9th, 1981 in Wichita, Kansas. Eric Harris was the son of a U.S. Air Force transport pilot, which led to frequent family relocations during his childhood. The family lived in Ohio, Michigan, and New York before settling in Littleton, Colorado. In 1993, after his family's military retirement, some accounts suggest Harris resented this final move. Feeling isolated from friends he had made in Plattsburgh, New York, at Ken Carroll Middle School in Littleton, Harris met Dylan Klebold in 7th grade, and they became increasingly close over time. By their junior year at Columbine High School, they were described by some as inseparable. Opinions vary on Harris's social standing. Some reports indicate that he and Klebold were unpopular and targets of bullying, while others suggest they had friends and they had active social lives. Harris worked at the Blackjack Pizza, eventually becoming a shift leader. He shared an interest in computers with a group of friends and was enrolled in a bowling class. Harris and Klebold both developed an interest in German culture. Adolf Hitler and Nazi Germany, sometimes wearing swastikas and giving the Heil Hitler salute. In 1998, Harris and Klebold were arrested for breaking into a van and stealing equipment, facing charges of theft, criminal mischief, and criminal trespassing. Academically, Harris was a strong student. Though his schoolwork occasionally featured violent imagery, after his arrest, he began planning the attack on Columbine High School with Klebold. He created a website where he expressed his violent thoughts and philosophies and even posted bomb-making information using the nickname Reb. He also documented his planning in journals. Harris attempted to enlist in the United States Marine Corps, but he was rejected due to his use of antidepressants. Dylan Klebold. Born on September the 11th, 1981 in Lakewood, Colorado, Dylan Klebold came from an upper-middle-class family. He was considered gifted in elementary school, and he was named after the Welsh poet Dylan Thomas. His parents were Lutheran, though his mother came from a Jewish family and they were raised up in a religious household. Klebold was in a program for smart gifted students in elementary school, and he enjoyed playing baseball, soccer and t-ball. The transition to Ken Carroll Middle School was repeatedly difficult for him, and he was described as painfully shy and quiet. In middle school, he befriended Eric Harris, who was a few months older. By high school, Harris had become Klebold's best friend. Klebold also worked at Blackjack Pizza. He made an interest in technology, enjoyed bowling, and worked behind the scenes for school productions as a soundman. Like Harris, Klebold did not fit in with the dominant jock culture at the Columbine High School. He developed a hatred for the school, a sentiment he shared with Harris. They both adopted the style of trench coat mafia, an outcast clique, wearing long, dark coats. Despite being bright, Klebold did not apply himself academically in high school and earned not so good grades. In 1998, he was arrested with Harris for the van break-in. Klebold's journals, which began in March 1997, initially mentioned depression and suicide, and over time, his entries became more erratic and disorganizing, reflecting a worsened struggle with his mental health. He expressed feelings of not being accepted or loved. His mother believed that Harris's rage and Klebold's self-destructive tendencies fueled their unhealthy relationship. Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, the two senior students responsible for the attack, had been planning the event for approximately a year. Their initial plan was primarily focused on bombing the school cafeteria during the busiest lunch period. They placed 2 duffel bags, each containing a 20-pound propane bomb set to detonate at 11:17 a.m. inside the cafeteria. They also planted smaller pipe bombs and other explosives in various locations, including near the school field about 3 miles away.